Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we had the big Daima panel. The first episode was showed. We got kind of like the reveal of Daima Goku in Sparking. Super Divers, the successor to Dragon Ball Heroes, has Daima cards within the first set. And Dokkan and Legends followed suit. I think what's probably going to happen with these Daima characters, let me just quickly show them. We have, obviously, JP tweets right here, and then also global tweets. So this is good. Continue, getting this stuff tweeted out on both versions at the same time, right, is huge. All right, so there's a couple of things we could look at here. Number one is it does say campaign scheduled for mid-October. I'm going to assume that that's probably going to just be like the 11th. Which is the day, the 11th is the day that Daima is the first episode is going to be aired, and then Sparking Zero's official release date, not the, like couple of days early release date, right? So that's what we can anticipate, is that we're going to be seeing, I think this probably on the 11th. Now, if you guys remember, we had a data download last week, and it was, I would say pretty obvious. They had kind of like this week's content right here. That felt like because they were gearing up for a data download that would have kind of stuff that was going to be hidden, which I think is likely to be this Daima stuff. I would assume the content for this week is probably just going to be those EZAs, then that Daima stuff. Maybe this as well, which we can talk about in 2 seconds. So let's take a look here. So Daima characters will arrive in Dokkan. SR Goku Daima will awaken to SSR Goku Mini Daima. So right away, all the Daima characters, it looks like, are going to have this right there, which is obviously very good. I mean, them just deciding to do this just makes it a lot easier to run these characters on teams. Now, of course, when we talk about Goku Mini and Vegeta Mini, of course, those ones are actually going to be able to link with, other, like, Vegetas and Gokus and stuff like that. But, like, the fact that we have this as well, who knows what's going to happen deep into Daima? Like, what tricks they're going to have up their sleeve and stuff like that. And just, we're going into it knowing, no matter what, that there's going to be no linking shenanigans, right? Which I think is going to be really, really good to see. So, we'll get that. So, we'll be able to get this Goku by clearing missions and login bonuses in the campaign. So, by clearing missions, I guess it's probably very likely we'll get some type of event. And then we'll see the character will probably awaken to a TUR later. We've seen this many times where a character can kind of start as like an SSR and get an awakening later on. I would not be shocked if we would see like a quick Dokkan Fest or something like that related to this with the potential awakening for these guys to UR. So maybe like, Goku, Mini, Daima, and, he'd get an awakening into UR, same with Vegeta. And then this could happen when like the Goku Mini Super Saiyan, like Daima, Dokkan Fest would drop. I'm not really too sure. I don't think that they're going to be waiting. This is not like the type of thing where, with superhero drops, and then it's still like months before we start seeing characters like actually show up in game. Legends had Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 with just animations from stuff that was shown in the trailers, but it took quite a while before we actually saw those characters kind of come into the game. I think that this is not going to be an instance like this. I think we're probably going to be seeing a lot of Daima characters coming often throughout the entirety that Daima is going to be airing. So I think a lot of like the end of the rest of this year could be very heavily Daima related. We'll see. I don't know about a potential like, do we think that Daima would be like the Carnival LR in December or something like that? Who knows? I think it may depend on how crazy things get in Daima as we get closer, but we'll see. So, campaign scheduled in mid-October, event period and content is subject to change without notice. What I'm going to assume right here, so it says mid-October again, I think that's probably the 11th. If we jump over here and take a look at this, so I pointed out that perhaps the reason they're doing this is because maybe they're expecting a lot of new players with Daima characters actually dropping. So we're going to be getting a revamp for this. This is basically the tutorial, like the version Z, like panel missions and tutorial and stuff like that. I think that this Goku may get an EZA. We'll see. And then we're going to be getting 5 new free-to-play characters here, which we could see their SSRs, and then obviously these are the TURs. Kid Gohan and Piccolo, Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu. This, by the way, is the first TUR Chaozu that would actually be existing in Dokkan. We have not gotten a TUR Chaozu before. So this is actually going to be the very first one that we're going to see. So, again, this is going to be pretty exciting, I would say, to be able to get, like, potentially a whole bunch of this stuff, plus Daima. And then I think if we're talking about, like, the actual, like summonable units in the celebration that's ongoing, I think we probably would see, I guess, a Part 2 LR sometime in this range. Probably. My guess is like a Nail and Piccolo in some fashion. Frieza has so many different attacks and transformations and stuff like that he does in Namek. There's many different versions they could do. I don't know. I mean, I guess they could do like Zarbon or Dodoria as like Part 2 LR or something like that, but probably not. Probably like a Nail and Piccolo is my guess in this week right there. And then we're going to get a Dokkan Fest at the end of October, too. Is that where... Could that be a Daima Dokkan Fest? Maybe. We'll see. So I think that we could see this. So we'll probably get a data download. I'm not sure what the exact day is, but we're going to get a data download. We get one every week. Probably like the 8th or 9th or something like that. Like in this range right here. Which will probably have all of these free-to-play characters, plus the actual Daima characters themselves. So we've got Daima Goku and Daima Vegeta. Legends, by the way, did also... Here, I'm just going to mute it. But Legends also has a sparking Daima coming out. Daima Goku coming out for the actual reveal of Dragon Ball Daima and stuff like that. Alright, okay, cool. We got the new character, Daima. So this is just like spreading throughout Dragon Ball super fast, right? They're actually pushing Daima really quickly compared to how they treated Superhero. Imagine if they did Superhero like this, dude. Oh my god. Would have been crazy. Like the way they handled Dragon Ball Superhero too, right? With, Gogeta and Broly being so prevalent even before the movie came out. Poor Superhero movie. Man. It's a shame. So, there we go. Daima characters coming to Dokkan and Legends very, very soon. Again, I think we probably will see them this week, but we'll see what's going to go ahead and go down with that. Daima Goku, Daima Vegeta, I'm pumped. Let's go.